Yo, what's up people? Sarge Blarf. I got every item in Roblox's The Classic event, and today we're going to be reviewing each and every game that was featured in this event. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right into it. So we're going to be starting off with Livetopia because it was the first game I played for the event, and also we can use this to set the ground floor for games in this event because this was fucking horrible. This was by far the most brutal one to complete out of all of them. I didn't even complete all of them, but this one I had the unsatisfaction of completing, unfortunately. The main premise of the event in this game is you get this classic teapot from this weirdo in a castle, and this is your pet. You have to level it up, grow it, grow it from a newborn to a adult, I guess. I don't even know. And how you do this is you level it up by completing different quests, feeding it, giving it water when it's thirsty, taking it to the beach for a beach party and all that stuff. But the problem with this is you have to wait for quests to pop up on the top of your screen. And there would be times where I would complete all the quests and then I would have to wait a whole like 10 minutes for the next quest to show up. It was ridiculous. In total, this one probably took me an hour and a half to complete, and probably half of that time was me just standing around. Boring, cute, draining, 2 out of 10. This one was better, which is saying something because it's the goddamn skibbity toilet tower defense. I mean, come on. This one was pretty straightforward, which was very nice. It gave you a list of things you needed to complete. You had to defeat 1,000 toilets, beat both medium and easy difficulty, and collect 200 coins. Once these 4 were done, you unlocked the classic cameraman, and then you needed to get 1,000 kills with the classic cameraman. This one was pretty grindy, but it was at least more fun than just standing around like Livetopia. This one in total probably took me around the same time as Livetopia, an hour and a half, but overall was pretty solid. I mean, it's a tower defense game, and this was one of 2 tower defense games in the event. Somewhat fun, skibbity toilet, cool map, 5 out of 10. This is the second half of tower defense games in the classic event. Now, right off the bat, this game is levels above toilet, skibbity, whatever tower defense. I'm talking about the gameplay alone. It's better. In terms of the event, it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, you just have to get through these 5 maps to unlock all 5 coins. The only difference is that this is extremely hard. It's like ridiculously hard. After the second level, the third one, I literally was on it for over an hour and I could not beat it. I don't know why, I just couldn't beat it. And because I wanted to move on to other games, I called it quits right there. Slightly better, extremely hard, satisfying, 6 out of 10. I don't know if you guys know the TikTok where it's like, Lamar Jackson, please save us, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, if you can hear us, please save us, Lamar Jackson.
But that's how I felt playing this game. I was like, Gunfight Arena, please save us, Gunfight Arena, from these fucking horrible games. And it did. It came through. This was the first actual game that actually involved tickets with the row coins. The event started off by making you find and collect 10 tickets all around the map by shooting them. And then once you unlocked those 10 tickets, you had 5 new guns that you could use, and then you had to get kills with all 5 of those guns. Overall, the game itself, I found very enjoyable, very fast-paced, and just, it's fun. The only complaint I have is that the weapons you need to get kills with are fucking dog shit. They're really bad. Actually, that's not true. Not all of them. The only ones that are really bad is the slingshot, is so bad, and the bazooka. That thing is horrible, and you have to get 100 kills with it. Fun, fast-paced, pew-pew, 8 out of 10. I'm gonna make this quick. Blade Ball did a magnificent job at making this event impossible to do. Genuinely. 1, you have to have the maps that you need to go on be voted for, and every single time, either they don't show up on the 3 to get voted, or people just don't select them. 2, you're going against the sweaty loser neckbeards that grind this game for 20 hours a day. To get eliminations is so hard for noobs that are just starting out, in this event. This is horrible. Not even to mention the insane amount of quests that you have to complete. These nuts in your mouth, fat neckbeard, 3 out of 10. Clip it. TikTok and Roblox. You know what I'm saying? There's not really much to say about this one. It's pretty straightforward. You go around different maps and you find the classic characters, and then you have to record them with your phone. That's it. I mean, truthfully, that's the only thing they could have went with the game. I don't know who at Roblox thought, oh yeah, let's add TikTok and Roblox to the classic event. Really stupid move, but it turned out to be a pretty bleak quest. Kinda interesting. Brain rot. TikTok, 4 out of 10. Before we move on with the video, if you guys are enjoying, it would be really appreciated if you could hit that subscribe button as well as that like button. It really helps with the channel and it motivates me to make more content like this. Thank you. Restaurant Tycoon 2. I was watching a lot of videos and it seemed like a lot of people didn't like this game. Truthfully, I didn't think it was that bad. It was very repetitive because basically the main premise of this event was that you served the classic customers that came into your restaurant, and they didn't come in very often. They probably came in, like 2 of them came in every like 10 customers, so it did get a bit annoying. But the game itself is fun, so I didn't really mind it. I wouldn't say that this was good, but I also wouldn't say it was as bad as people are saying it is. Yummy food, cheeseburger, repetitive, 5 out of 10. Playing this game's event made me very mad, and not because of the event itself. The event itself was pretty good. It was a classic map that was really well built. You raced Builderman and you had to beat him to earn XP, which then you could take the XP and earn coins with it. Where my frustration comes from is the double XP purchases and the ticks radar in the main game. Stop selling boosts for an event. The people that play these, which is not always, but a lot of times it's new players, stop giving people that have Robux an unfair advantage over those people. Whatever next event that we do, I do not want to see Robux purchases to get necessary stuffs to complete the event. Fuck you. The event was okay. Eat a dick. 4 out of 10. Now, one thing I can say is I have never played Dress to Impress before in my entire life. And honestly, I kind of wish I still haven't. This girl's name is Coochie Power. Okay. When I first joined the game, I spawned in the middle of a round, so I was kind of confused as to where to go. I found all 10 ticks and then realized that it opens up a portal afterwards. Once you go through the portal, you have to complete this very long obby, but honestly, it was very well built, and I'm happy that they incorporated tickets into the row coins like Gunfight Arena did. So overall, pretty solid from Dress to Impress. I'm glad they didn't do anything stupid like dress up as a classic Roblox avatar. That would have been stupid. Thank God they didn't do that, because this would have taken way too long. Coochie Power, Elriz, nicely built, 6 out of 10. Livetopia is kind of like a roleplay game. You know, it's a big town. You could buy a house. You can get a virtual job instead of getting a real one. And their take on the classic event is you basically work for the supermarket, or you work as a classic delivery service driver, actually. And you have to go grocery shopping for these people and then deliver it to them. And maybe I missed it, but there's nothing classic about the event. I mean, in terms of the actual activity, it was okay. It was, you know, a basic event, but it didn't fit the theme at all. I don't know, maybe I missed something, but that's what I took out of it. Activity's okay, no classic, virtual job, 2 out of 10. Some of the most fun I had in this entire event was in Bee Swarm Simulator. I love when games make separate things for the event. It just hits so much different than just playing the normal game. The event that Bee Swarm Simulator went with was, it was a very old retro type of game. You had waves of slimes and zombies coming after you, and you had to get these things called bricks, which then you could use to buy weapons, upgrades, and all that stuff. If you were a beginner and didn't have any bees, you were allowed to get rental bees. All around, Bee Swarm Simulator did a great job at classic, fun, and all of the above. 9 out of 10. I'm gonna make this one quick because who plays this game? You fly around on your dragon collecting classic eggs. Once you get 5 of them, a meteor falls from the goddamn sky. You destroy that meteor, you get a row coin. You also have to find ticks eggs around the map. When you find these eggs, you have to incubate them at your base. Once you do that, you get the ticks. Another reason why I didn't like this one was it also had a ticks radar, just like Driving Empire. Except this was worse than Driving Empire. I didn't like this game. Dragons, 3 out of 10. Now, this is what these events are all about. A Dusty Trip did it right. They did it right. It is a whole new game that is just like a Dusty Trip, except it's not the normal desert map. It's a classic map. A classic car, a classic house, classic atmosphere, classic items. Everything is classic. A Dusty Trip is a perfect example as to what these games going forward need to do for events. They need to think outside of the box. They need to really fit the theme. Loved it, loved every second of it, and just the game of Dusty Trip is fun on its own. So, great map, classic theme, fun game, 9.5 out of 10. I don't know why, but I was going into BedWars with very low expectations. I don't play BedWars, so I don't really know what the game is too much about, but I was pleasantly surprised when the event turned out to be very good. You and your friends have to defend your bed. You can block it with a bunch of bricks and all that stuff, and you have to defend it against these classic penguins, I guess. Didn't really make too much sense, but the game itself was fun, and the theme was there, so overall, it was pretty decent. Nothing crazy, but they did well. Penguins, Minecraft, astonishingly decent. 6.9 out of 10. There's a reason why I saved this one for last. This was the best game in the entire event. I didn't play the hunt, but I heard very good things about Arsenal in the hunt as well. But dedicating an entire campaign story mode to an event is just unbelievable. All around, it was extremely fun. Everything about it fit the theme. Incredible. It was the best thing to play out of everything. It didn't feel like a grind. It was very fun. And overall, they easily take the crown for the best game. Story mode, incredibly fun. Love the game. 10 out of 10. That is the classic event wrapped up. From what I've seen, this is a huge step up from the hunt, so hopefully Roblox keeps continuing in the right direction. I appreciate you all for watching today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one.